Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and...
All right, I'm here with my buddy Snowdub for Geeks and Gamers News.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he does not own Geeks and Gamers, and we're gonna maybe I'll conclude. Maybe this is a series we should do together. Snow Geeks and Gamers News, making Geeks and Gamers great again. Does that sound good to you?
I like it. I like it a lot.
This wading through the constant BS noise that both sides of these. Yeah, D-Level is a dipshit too. I'll tell you that right now. And every time I throw him a bone, he throws it back and has delusions of grandeur. And the other reason I wanted Snowdub on this particular video is he's got a history with D-Level. And that day that you actually, the one debate he actually had, maybe, were you like frothing at the were you like so wanting to debate him, or were you like throwing him a bone personally, even though you have your differences with him? It's like, all right, he wants to debate people. Oh, come on. You were being actually
well, if you go back and watch that video, the first couple minutes I actually was trying to have somewhat of a conversation with the guy.
Right. You did your macho Snow, which is is a little bit more family friendly than Jolly.
Right.
And I'll be honest here too. Jolly and Snow does some hard comedy, which kind of makes me uncomfortable somewhat too. But that's his right, and he defends his rights no matter what. And he shows up to his accusers every time to talk about it. So you got to respect a man that shows up. Talking about showing up, D-Level. So why am I going hard at the D-Level? Because I tried to work something out again, just saying, you know what? He has a hot take. Not like we're going to be best pals or anything, but what if, as long as you've known me, what have I tried to do? I've tried to have conversations with people I disagree with, right?
Yep.
That's how
try to bring the conversation. Yep.
Me and you, we own the War Council. You're the one that was my best collaborator with the War Council. Angus used to be. I'll be. Hey, and I know you disagree with me on my thoughts on Angus too, but
sometimes.
But the reason I stopped talking to him is if you can't keep the conversations going, I don't want to waste my time.
Right.
When things get hot, that's the most important time for the War Council. I don't know if we'll ever have another War Council, and I was trying to work with both Angus and D-Level. My ultimate goal was to get them both on the same stream and talk about it. That'll never happen. Although I'll give Angus one thing. He said he was willing to do it.
Yeah.
He was.
He was. It was D-Level that backed out of that one.
I'll give him a point there. So I have some new YouTube friends, and you are you're a genuine friend. We talk on air, on videos, and behind the scenes.
Yes, we
have strong disagreements, but we talk. And that's how to make things good again. Is talk to people that you disagree with. You always show up.
Exactly. Yeah, I when I disagree with you, Max, I tell you, and then we move on. It's that simple. You know, we talk it out. If we can't meet some kind of middle ground, we just move on, and it's that easy. But a lot of people can't do that, unfortunately.
So this latest D-Level behavior, how low can the D-Level go?
Real low.
When did this? I want to ask a question to everyone in the comments, and hi B-Level if you're watching. When did the Slayer slay? When did the Slayer slay? You know, the Fandom Menace.
He hasn't slayed anything but his own channel, Max.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it.
You know what? As soon as this is how you see his strength of character with someone. As soon as you have a disagreement, what did he do? He started attacking me. Saying, "Oh, you really whiffed on that debate," and me and Second Street have had disagreements too, but we're still friends. Oh, Second Street killed you in the debate. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Just because you have a disagreement now you're completely against me. That's not a friend. That's not a friend.
No, it's not.
So I talked to my girl Bashti because he has a hot take. You've heard the Ahsoka news and Rosario Dawson. This is why I kind of like, I was like wanting to see if we could have another debate, an actual debate. Hey, D-Level, the reason I talked to you was I was like, could we work out a debate? Because we don't need you to, but you have a strong opinion about this topic. It would be interesting for you to get your input on someone else's channel and to have, and you know what? Bashti might actually agree with some of your points on Rosario Dawson. So I was like, I reached out to her and I was like, would you be willing to have him on? That's all I said to her. She said, yeah, if he's got a take, we could talk. And then I said, hey, would you want to go on to this? Contact my people. Like, if someone wants to collab, contact me. What the hell do you think you're on? This is why he fails. Oh, sorry. Contact my people.
This D-Level.
Oh my God. Yeah. Who does he think he is? He's an elitist a-hole, just like Jeremy. Contact my people. That's not how conversation.
Who the hell does he think he is? Yeah, I swear, he thinks he's more popular than he really is, Max. That's what kind of blows my mind. You know, he acts like he's a 100,000 sub channel or something.
I mean, I don't act like that, but I think people know me as someone that you could actually talk to. Like I go my hot takes, but when we actually are on a live stream, I tone it down just so we can have a conversation. People are like, you're not being genuine. No, when you actually talk to people, it wants it to progress instead of just yelling at them. You toned it down a little bit so you could hear someone else's point of view.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't make any sense anyway. It was kind of like him arguing with a puppet saying, you know, you can't use this for comedy when you're actually arguing with a puppet.
Yes.
Kind of funny, huh?
Yeah, you made him the puppet on that one.
Well, yeah, exactly. When you really look at what you're doing, you know, you're like, oh, wait a minute, I am arguing with a puppet, and then I'm sitting here saying that I hate comedy and I hate this guy, and then at the end of that stream, he said he hated everybody. You know, if you remember right.
If you don't want to actually like talk to people and convince people or care enough about other people that your different opinions. No, he's just like, you're all idiots. I don't care. Yep. Whatever. And great segue, Snow, because this is what he did again when confronted. This is how you see, again, the strength of a character when you're having an argument. And I wasn't like going that hard on. I could go harder on him if I wanted to. Believe it.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I could too.
So
I'm holding back right now, Max.
Yeah. All right. So here's the comments. People that don't create anything. Come on, Max. You have yet to read my High Republic fan fiction or World War II. I don't know if he's joking there or not. And then this is where you see. By the way, The Mandalorian is overrated anyways. That's the go-to thing. Oh, okay, so it sucks anyways. You all suck. You're all idiots. Well, then why are you commenting on it? Because then you're just like Jeremy, talking about things you don't care about. Exactly. All right. Let me get back to the comments here. Oh, and then the Rotten Apple kid. He's getting into Paul. Hey, I feel sorry for you if you're in New York, Rotten Apple kid, but I was not talking about politics. All I said is I'm not against him. I'm not against Trump. I'm not for him or against him. And then you go into this tirade. Listen, to give you context of the conversation in my video, I said I'm not for Trump or against him, but I don't think anyone in any country in the world is like handled this great. Everyone could do better. That's what I said. And then he goes into a tirade defending going against Trump, which is his right. But I'm not this is the type of comment you get. All right.
Oh my God. And you know, right now, Max, a lot of people understand that I am a Trump supporter, and I have been for quite a while now. But at this time, you know, I'm not trying to cram that down people's necks. I'm not trying to, throw, Trump this, Trump that at you. All I've been asking people to do is just support our president through a crisis. You know, I don't care who our president is right now. Just support him. Right. And hope he makes the best decisions for the people.
Yeah, and to be fair, any president that is in office during this is going to get criticized. In the opposite side of the politics, the upper side of the aisle is going to try to
But this is a time to come together. This is not a time to fight about politics. It's a time to come together and try to find a happy ground between us while we, save people's lives. That's what's important.
Right. This is where you treat people above politics. This situation like this, you put people above politics.
Exactly.
All right. Let me see. He's talking about his videos. He wants me to watch his videos. You talked about
no thanks. No
EU.
thanks.
You talked about the EU and knocked EU fans. I was expecting you to talk about my boycott. That's your thing. But the reason I said it is because they want to cancel. I'll take it off now. They want to cancel Rosario Dawson. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, and I think that's bullshit because she is not the one that's in trouble right now. It's her family, right?
Right. If it was her.
Yeah, if it was her.
Have you heard of Amber Heard? Don't just here's my thoughts. Don't believe everyone. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, you can't. You cannot, especially with social media where being a victim gets you like 100 times the eyes on you. Unfortunately, that's as humans, that's where we are, especially the twits that are obsessed with social media. I'm not saying you shouldn't believe them. I'm saying listen to everyone, believe no one, and you're innocent until proven guilty.
And there's always two sides to the story.
Right. And the person that automatically goes to the court of public opinion is not always right. The one that follows the law gets their lawyers and says, let's finish this in court. They're doing the right thing. The person that resorts to public opinion, a lot of times could be manipulating and socially influencing the masses to get the people on their side. We're not the courts.
We see that a lot too.
Right. So what's happened with Rosario Dawson's family? Well, there's a lot of conflict of interest there because this person that's accusing them is also a former employee, which I think I've read that the work was not even finished or not finished up to the standards they want. And there's also the Dawsons, Rosario Dawson, her family was the landlord of the worker. So there's all kinds of things that would, if you look deeper into it, you really can't know who to believe. I'm not saying don't believe them. I'm saying you can't really know, especially since there's other conflicts of income, a landlord. People get pissed off their landlord. They get pissed off at their employers.
Oh, sure. You get pissed off at family too.
Even if Rosario Dawson's father said something that was inappropriate towards this trans person, that Rosario Dawson's fault.
No.
And what should she do? You can't be guilt by association. Do you want everyone to hold you up to everything someone says in your family's? No, I don't in mine.
No, of course not. In fact, Grover, he doesn't even admit that we're family because he knows how vulgar I am. Yeah. It's too bad,
That was good.
Thank you. So the other thing, Max, is we don't know if this guy this trans person started transitioning while he was living there. So maybe they were having a hard time, getting his pronouns down and getting used to the fact of what he was doing. So there's a whole story here we don't know. So
you don't know how the person was taking it. You don't know what's in someone's heart of when they are delivering their words. Maybe the trans person absolutely thought that they were making fun of his new identity.
Yeah, but maybe they were just confused, or just trying to get used to it.
Because it says that they knew this person a long time. And once they hired this trans person, that's when they did their transitioning.
See, that makes sense to me. That somebody for years and years, and all of a sudden they do a complete switch on you. Which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying it's hard for somebody that's been used to you one way and has to automatically transition their view of you. So that's not the only transition going on in this situation. So and I'm not condoning if they did make fun of them or whatever. I'm not condoning that at all. I'm just saying that there's a lot more details to the story that we don't know about. That's probably why it's going to court.
Right. And you have to accept one person's opinion on the intentions of comments.
Right.
You don't know someone's intentions and heart. That's a hard thing to prove.
Exactly. Yep.
Should she disown her family because of this? I think she shouldn't comment on it and let the lawyers handle it. That's what I would do. Plus, she's a public figure. Her career, she has a career in the public space. The trans person does not. So it's very easy for them to accuse, and you say, why doesn't she defend herself more? You don't know everything. Exactly.
And her best bet is probably just to stay quiet and stay out of it as much as she can.
Right. And if it was actually her, or I 100% believe this. They said in the actual articles I read, it says the family said certain comments. It didn't say Rosario. It said the family. So right away, and I'm not putting this on the trans person, but I think the trans person's lawyer is saying, saying she's a public figure. She needs to be included in this, which she might not necessarily need to be. It might should just go to the parents, really, unless she said something specifically herself. And I haven't seen any evidence of that.
No, I don't either. And I don't understand why you would boycott somebody over just a statement that somebody put out when they were mad. That just shows how shallow you are when you boycott somebody off of just a random quote that you picked up off of social media.
Now, to be fair, I'll get back to the comment. One of his followers said, "Aren't you the same guy that says boycott Bond because Daniel Craig?" Well, Daniel Craig's comments directly impacted the franchise and fandom, and actually halted production of Bond 25, and it was related to the negotiating process and commenting on mental health. So I just can't support it. So it directly impacted the franchise.
Exactly.
Nothing here. That's when so that's a fair point. Fair point to the B-level supporter. But I only boycott if I try to remove the art from the artist, like lots of people, and you have to do that now. If we don't stop doing this, you'll never have anything to watch, and I want some entertainment.
No, of course not.
So
I don't agree with Mark Hamill and his politics, but I still love him as an actor.
Right. You know? So I separate it from people that actually do damage to the franchise by their shenanigans. So Kathy Kennedy, Ryan Johnson, and Daniel Craig have all done damage to the franchise, and that got them their fame. Well, not Kathy Kennedy. Kathy Kennedy had the fame. Ryan Johnson, he went to a different level. Maybe he went near D-Level's area, but not the fame. Didn't respect that got him there, and it damaged the property. So that's when I decide to boycott. When there's shenanigans, when you can't remove that. Here, I'll clarify. When you can't remove the art from the artist, the artist ruins the art. That is when. And I'll be Bond 25 looks good, but can you imagine if Danny Boyle got to continue? He got kicked off the project because of Daniel Craig. He said, "I will never come back." I just can't support someone that says, "If I come back, it'll only be for the money."
Right. And I agree with you. I do.
And I'll slit my wrists if I have to do this again.
I got to be honest. I never was a huge Daniel Craig fan as far as James Bond goes. I liked a couple of them, but when I heard he was ready to bounce out, I was like, fine, go. There's other actors out there that are younger and are just hungry for that role. So I have no problem with him leaving.
We could have had Idris Elba already, or Tom Hiddleston. Those were the rumors when he gave those comments. But no,
I like those guys.
So he negotiated for years, held up on 25, and he really only came back when he got his way.
And not to get off topic here, but to kind of go back to your main point of the video, D-Level and the Pool Boy, those two, I mean, are like two peas in a pod. They really are. They're just on the opposite side of each other, and they don't even realize it. They don't even realize it.
They just give the other side. Right. Exactly. They're the same.
Yeah, they really are. Exactly the same.
So
if you don't get down with the way they think, then you're not part of their club.
No, that's not cool.
Yep.
That's
No, it's not.
No one ever wins that way. You
Nope.
just stay in your hug box echo chamber, and that's why both the movements have stalled.
Yep.
But Snow Dub's always welcome here. I really wanted to include him on this one because he has it to bring some context. No one really wants to talk to. I mean, maybe a few, but no one's really begging to talk to D level. And whenever I throw him a bone and say, hey, that hater, that stream, you're the only one that showed up. I sent it out to everyone. I was trying to help him. And what does he do? He turns on me. After I tried to help him have his, because this was originally that Griff girl on the left. This is his thumbnail. Debate. He wanted to debate people.
And then he cowers out. So yeah, the guy has a lot of things to say, but no action, Max. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know he has a lot of things to say. I knew this would happen in my comment section. I only did one video on him. I'm sure he'll make one on me. Actually, just to be really, really transparent, I think I got a message from him. I don't even know what it's about. Probably to watch.
I'm sure he's hating on us, talking about how I'm drunk. He likes to call me drunk when I don't even drink.
I could use one right now.
I could use one dealing with that guy. That's for sure. Maybe I should have drank on that stream.
But he's also one that says, why should I have Snow on? Because Snow knows how to have a conversation. That's why.
Right.
That's how, and he mans up. I see a lot of talk about alpha dogs on the internet and all these groups. Real men talk. They don't just bitch. A bitch bitches.
That's right. Bitches. I like it.
Yeah. So real people talk. All right. So I think that's where we'll end it. Is Snow Dub, if you want to pimp your channel, tell them what you're working on, and comment below if you want Snow Dub to be in on this Geeks and Gamers news, making Geeks and Gamers great again. Tell us if you need Snow Dub's voice in this movement to make Geeks and Gamers great again, because I'll tell you what, the pool boy hasn't done it, and he doesn't own Geeks and Gamers. Plus,
right. he's Geeks Plus Gamers.
Right, he's Geeks Plus Gamers. He's not Geeks Gamers. So I'm taking it back. Will you take it back with me, Snow? Are we taking Geeks and Gamers? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Go sub the Snow Dub. He's getting close to 1K.
I'm inching closer every day. It's great. It's not moving real fast, but I'm not putting a lot of content out. But I am trying to jump around and stream with everybody and say hi. And I'm going to get back to making videos here pretty soon. And of course, I do the Ribbit and Bigot show every Saturday night. Walking Dead review this Monday night. And I'm trying to do more horror movie stuff too, Max. You need to watch The Thing so we can do a review.
Oh, yeah. I want to do that. I hope that I can get you and Lewis together on that. Maybe do a series of where the madman watches horror, because that's a genre that I haven't watched a lot of. I get scared easy.
I think the mad wife can keep you safe, buddy.
All right, yeah. So that might be something we can work on for sure. All right, go check them out. That's where we're going to end it. Bye.
Tuck and roll.